die on the cross. I deserve the judgment of God. Jesus paid the $100 for me. Jesus paid the price of my sin when he died on the cross, so that now I can be forgiven.
Yeah.
So what do I have to do? Now the guy in the courtroom, go back to the courtroom for a minute. He could have said, when the judge offered the $100, he could have said, I don't need that. You want to send me to jail, I'll go to jail. I don't need your charity. I don't need your help. I'm on my own. He could have been proud and stubborn. Or he could have said, really, Judge, you're going to pay my fine? Wow. Wow. Thank you. Sure, I'll take it. I'm so grateful. Thank you, Judge. Is there anything he'd ever do for you? You can bet from then on he'd think differently about that judge. From then on, he might love that judge. From then on, he'd say, Judge, I probably can't do it, but if there's anything I can ever do for you, I'd want to. Because, wow, you've won me over by your kindness and your mercy to me. So what I'd say is the Christian gospel, and I'm going to argue that only in Jesus Christ can God show us both mercy and justice. There's no other way he can do it. And if we understand what that mercy and justice is all about, from then on we will have a heart of, we'll love God and we'll serve God out of gratitude rather than out of, I don't want to do too many bad things because I don't want to go to hell. Rather say, well, I'm free now. And I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will just say to myself, a number of years ago, when I first understood this, like 40-some years ago, I said, God, wow, you have forgiven me. You've made me whole. You show me your mercy. I pray the rest of my life will just be a thank you note to you. I pray the way I treat people, the way I act, the way I live, the way I do everything from now on will just be one big thank you note. That I'm grateful for what you've done for me. And see, that's what God wants. God doesn't need our obedience. God doesn't need us to keep the rules. God doesn't need us to give him money. God doesn't need us to be good. God wants us to love him. He loves us. He wants us to love him. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. And that's what's different between the Christian faith and other religions. Other religions are all about, I want to earn it. The Christian faith is God gives, and we respond in love.
And my kind of knee-jerk question to that is, so, like, if I'm looking like kind of from perspective, right? When I get to $100 and I'm out of there, right? I'm out of the jail. And I know that if that judge sees me able to change, he might do the same thing again if I end up in the same situation. Isn't there kind of an opportunity for, like, I'm kind of struggling to see, like,
to take advantage of his kindness?
Yeah, take advantage of the kindness, and
he shows them in a pretty
I find it hard to, like, believe that, like, you can really sit and relax, like, and understand that. Like, I guess my biggest thing is I don't really see the driving force for Christianity. Like, once you believe in Jesus, you go to heaven, right?
The driving force is love.
Okay.
Love and gratitude.
But so...
And dare I say, Mohammed, fear is one of the most powerful motivators. The only one that's greater is love.
Yeah.
And so fear that I might step out of line and be judged, go to hell, that's a powerful motivation. That keeps a lot of people in line. Fear keeps them in line. What does even better is love.
Yeah.
And love is an even greater motive. But are there people who take advantage of that? Yes. Are there people who abuse God's kindness? Yes. Now they're going to have to, I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And I want to tell people, don't you do it. But are there people who do? Yeah. I share this story. I haven't shared this story in years, but this is a good one that helps us understand the difference between fear and love. So, I was at this men's seminar, like, as in the 1980s. This, what? Almost 40 years ago. And the speaker there, they were all ministers. I'm a minister. And the speaker said, men, down deep, some of your wives are afraid that you're going to divorce them. And it'd be really good to assure them you're never going to divorce them. And so I thought, okay, I wouldn't want my wife to fear I'm going to walk out on her. So I went home that night for the seminar. I still remember it like it just happened. Now we had like 3-4 young children at the time, probably a long day, the kids, you got to keep them in order. She was cooking dinner. The stove was there. I walked in the front door. She's here cooking dinner. Hey, Tom. And I said, hi, Roz. How was the seminar? She said I said it was great. As a matter of fact, there's something the speaker said today I want to tell you. Yeah, really? What's that? She's saying I said, well, turn around. I want to tell you in your face. She said, well, turn around. What is it? I said, honey, the speaker said something today that made me want to come home and say to you, I love you. I'm always going to love you. And I just want you to know, I'm never going to leave you. Now, what do you think was the response to that? Either A or B, okay? When I told her she'd had a long day, the kids and fixing things and keeping the house, and I said, I'm never going to leave you. What is her response, A or B? A was this. Oh, really, Tom? You're never going to leave me? That's right, honey. You mean no matter what I do, you're going to be faithful and love me always? That's right. Wow. Well, tell you what, you take care of the kids. You fix the dinner. I'm going to go party.
Yeah.
That's one response. Or do you think the other response was something like this? Oh, honey, do you really mean that? You know I love you. I'll always be with you. Really? No matter what I do? Honey, I'll be faithful to you always. Oh, well,
Oh my God.
what do I love you too. I'll always be faithful to you as well. Let's say we get the kids to bed a little bit early tonight. I won't go there. And so which response do you think she had?
Probably B.
B. Because that's really human nature. But dare I say, most religion, it's A. We're only doing what we need to do because we're afraid we'll get judged. And if we then think we're going to get judged, or shall we say, God would divorce us, we say, wow, look at all the fun I'm missing out on. Look at what I could be doing. I'm going to go party, you know. Now, it might not be as blatant or strong as that, but that's the difference. If all she was afraid of divorce, she'd stick with me. Once she understood, once she saw that I loved her, her response was to love me back. And that's the way it is with God. Once we truly understand the love of God, and I don't mean this to be offensive, but I don't think in Islamic religion you understand the love of God the same way we do. As unconditional, and like a father loving the son and always being there. You don't understand it in the same way, and so you see it differently and don't understand why, like in the question, why are you guys so love really that powerful motivation? I don't see why you don't go out and do this or that. And it's maybe because you don't grasp the love of God in the same way we do.
Yeah, we believe it's more. So there's a hadith, like a saying by the Prophet, where he says that if you crawl to God, God will come towards you walking. If you run to God, God will come towards you fast. I think if you walk to God, God will come towards you running. So we believe that there's some effort that has to be put in first before you have, you can't expect yourself to be saved if you become a Muslim just like that, right?
Yeah.
There's some effort to be put into it where you better yourself as a person, you do good things, and you try to expand on that faith and just try to be the best person you can be in this life. Just
So again, here's the difference.